So this is the second edition of Spinners with Balls. And these are in 3D. Okay, the video's not in 3D, but I went with a completely different direction for these spinners. I hadn't seen anything done like this previously. They're actually multi-layered. So you have the top spike and the bottom spike on a different plane. They're all using the same spinner, so they're all connected. But they do give more depth. So I'm calling these 3D spinners. And with the spikes, I can go with 3D spinners of doom. Okay, maybe that's too far. These do have better bearings, so they are spinning better for the video than the last ones. So let's see how these were designed. This is the first of the new designs of the Spinners with Balls in 3D. So this design has multiple planes, in this case 2 planes. You have the top of the spinner and the bottom of the spinner, and they are offset. And it's still a rather simple design. I'll go back to the sketch on this one. And they're just a couple of simple splines, basically like a shark fin design. Just 2 splines off of the center hub for the bearing, and then added 2 circles for the still shot, and then for the 3 circles for the BBs. I try to keep about 1 millimeter to 1.5 millimeters away from the edge at a minimum, and for the most part it doesn't crack as long as it's printed at 0.12 or better. So once these sketches are designed, you simply extrude these up. And scroll back a little. Extrude them up, then create the patterns and rotate it off the center axis so that you get it duplicated, and then just go in and do your fillets, and you have a completed spinner. These are relatively simple to do, only takes a few minutes. Work on the design a little and then do a test print. For this type of design you do have to print with support because of the overhang, but other than that it's a simple design. And the second one is this. It's basically the same as the first, same methods were used, sketches created for a single of each, and then a pattern is created and rotated around the central hub. In this case it's set up for the BBs and the 1/4 inch still shot. The center hub is still 7 millimeters for the total height, and then the sides are 4.2 millimeters, as well as the top is 4.2 millimeters with an offset from the base plane of 2.8 so that it rides on the top of the 7 millimeter central hub. These are filleted so that they're almost circles. There's a little bit left there in the center so that the fillet actually works. And again, simple design. This one has quite a bit more weight than the first design. So let's go back and see how these look and how they spin. As you can see, designing your own spinners is quick and easy. The multi-layered approach is more difficult to print, and as you can see with the supports, they weren't cleaned up very well. But these were, again, just for samples for videos. Kids like playing with them. And that's what's important. I would recommend printing these in ABS so that you can do acetone smoothing instead of having to clean up PLA. But again, if it's just something to play with at the house or let the kids mess with, PLA works perfectly fine. As you can see on this, I did split this one in a couple of spots when I was adding the bearings and the BBs. This one has been redesigned ever so slightly from the design that you saw previously, so those shouldn't split as long as you're not too aggressive when you're forcing the BBs and still shot in. So until next time, keep designing.